I'm Coach Adriel, and here are my thoughts on how to aim for cornhole. There's two ways to aim. The first way is just aim at the hole and get the bags in there. I don't do this, and I can't think of why anybody would aim like this. That being said, I've interviewed a whole bunch of pros, and they said, just aim for the hole. If this strategy works for you, continue with this strategy. What I do is I aim for a spot on the board. In order for this strategy to work, you have to know exactly what the bag is going to do after it hits the board. So what you do is you figure out where you want the bag to land, you aim at that spot, and after you hit that spot, the bag should do exactly what you want it to do. Let's backtrack a second. The first thing I do is when I get to the boards, I first determine if the boards are fast or slow. After I figure out if they're fast or slow, I pick appropriate bags. I then further determine how the fast side and slow side are reacting. Are they cutting a lot? Are they sliding really fast? Is it really sticky and they're just stopping immediately? It definitely gets a little bit more complicated. How much of a spin am I throwing with the bag? How hard am I throwing the bag? How much of an arc am I putting on the bag? And many other things. For the purposes of this video, let's assume I'm throwing exactly the same way every time. The reason why this strategy is so powerful is as conditions change, you can change where you are aiming. So let's say it all of a sudden gets really sticky. So now you have to aim 4 inches higher. So you change your aim spot. So in the middle of the game, you can figure out what's going wrong, modify where you're throwing, and start executing the shots you want. I'm a slow, methodical player. It's my turn. I grab my bag, I look at the board situation, and I go, okay, where do I want the bag to end? Do I want it to go in the hole? Do I want it to block? Do I want to land the bag somewhere on the board? I figure out exactly where I want the bag to end. I know exactly what my bag does after it hits the board, so I backtrack the trajectory, figure out the exact spot I want to aim. I hone in on that spot. I focus all of my energy into that spot. Everything besides that spot gets blurry. The only thing I focus on is that spot. I then execute my shot with the goal hitting that spot. If I hit that spot, typically, the bag does exactly what I wanted. Okay, obviously, this is my trophy. That's also the exact same shape of a cornhole board, so I figured this is a good way to show an example. Whenever I'm aiming, I first look at the nature of the board and then decide where I'm going to aim. My throw has a natural cut from the right to the left, so my aim spot would be right here. So I lock my vision into that spot. I then try to throw it with the same hardness, same spin, same arc, with the goal of hitting that spot. If I hit that spot, the bag is going to just slide, slightly curve to the left, and go right into the hole. I know exactly what my bag does after it hits the board. You might have a different throw where your aim spot is here, or your aim spot is here, or you've got a really hard throw and you might need to have an aim spot here. Bottom line is you need to figure out where you want the bag to end, backtrack the trajectory, and figure out where you want to hit the bag on the board. As I said before, as the conditions change, where your aim spot should change. If this channel brings you value, please subscribe. If you want access to my free practice app, please click the link below. This link will give you instant access to my practice guide, which is a spreadsheet that has most of my games, and will put you on an email waiting list, so you'll be the first to be notified when the app drops. I hope all 4 bags go in the hole, and see you on the boards.